You want me to tell you how River of Life began? Oh, well, it was such a long time ago. I guess 10 years to be exact. I was 14 at the time, and it all started with Tim Paulson when he was transferred to Berea, Kentucky. And he noticed while he was living here the lack of Foursquare churches in the area. So he called our pastor Ron, who was our pastor back in Oregon, and just mentioned it and said, hey, could we plant a church here? And through a couple weeks, they agreed, thank goodness, and a team was assembled. The team was made up of Donovan Wadsworth, Shalane Paulson, and Steve Paulson, Eliza Shaner, Warren Paulson, Rose Paulson, Josiah Hubbard, Miles Mason, Marilee Shaner, Tom Shaner, and we started at Tim Paulison's house. We had our little mini service there. We had worship, we had the word, and it was awesome and very exciting. Pastor Tom went out in the town and looked for a place for the church to be planted. So he looked around the town and he found the perfect location. It was this old hotel right in the middle of town, right in front of Berea Hospital, actually, and in front of the college. We didn't realize how important the college was going to be at that time. So the hotel needed a lot of work, a lot of work. And so we got our little team together with mops and brooms, and we went to work. I was in charge of the windows, which seemed to be millions of them, but I got the better end of the deal because my sister had a clean toilet. So I guess I shouldn't complain too much. So we cleaned up the area, and we were all excited for our first day in the public. Well, we knew something was going on because the enemy was attacking us right from the beginning. Rumors were flying that we were a cult from Oregon. And then the night before service was going to begin to the public, there were witches right next door. It was crazy. I've never seen witches before, and I'm only 14. I got a little scared, but I still remember my mom telling me not to freak out because God is still bigger. So we all gathered in the parking lot of that little hotel, and we prayed, and we were very, very expectant of what the Lord was going to do for the next day. So the next morning happened, and nobody was there. It was so disappointing. Our hearts just went plop, and we didn't know what to do. But my Uncle Tim told me this story, that they were praying in the sanctuary with just the team, and my mom, Rose Paulson, said, even if we're to church, this little amount of people, we're going to do it to the best of our ability. And she said amen, and they went on. They went on the service like there were 10,000 people there, not just 10. And then at the end of service, imagine this, a young college student by the name of Fritz came into the sanctuary and said he really liked our contemporary worship style. And he said, could I bring some friends next Sunday? Of course, we were very obliging and saying, yes, please bring your friends. And the next Sunday, he brought a carload of friends, and the word spread that we had contemporary worship, and they were ready to come and worship with us. And as from there on, it started to grow, and there were tons of college students, it seemed, and it was an amazing journey.